How are you? I'm very glad to see you. To you hear me, my the Zodiac and its relationships. Thank you very much for your preference of this. Okay, and beware. This expresses when it to the human being who is loved because tears inevitable arise. Be it woman or man, small tears, barely perceptible that demonstrate the anguish of want, for example. No? From the movie Beloved and Splendor, think, okay? It's a movie, okay? It is already reciprocated. It is a way of finding, like so many others that each person comes to live his own experience of what happens inside the human being when he's in love. It generated all the throat, strange vibrations. Call yourselves little butterflies in the stomach and unusable hormonal sensations that encompass a real special, okay? An authentic word called love. Okay, I want to mention something about the magic word, but I did it in another of my books. Okay, man, love, and how to understand woman, or another. Okay, another that I will publish someday on the content of true love. I will concentrate on its consequences and its use or persecution. Or he told them that accepts that some still conservative society. The liberation of love is evident every day when in another time the man was granted who informally the privilege of copulating of the carnal intercourse, copula, sexual or union of two individuals of different sex, to as much one as possible before the family and the social complacency. Okay, because he wants a stronger, the intelligent, the dominator, the macho, the little head of the household, something that aberrant and retrograde that has gone down in history. Something unfair against the position that the woman occupied. Well, over the generations, the woman set out to develop awareness of her participation in the within society, prepared, found, and now shows that she is so intelligent, industrious, dominant. Our is integrity is because she does not have to feast of man in some circumstance. I think so. No. Okay. Okay. Another in love, for example, in love, pair E as the most match. Okay. Not all of course. Uh, and the all male was hid in the story of the talents by a woman who is no longer pretend to be. I insist, he's a slave. Okay. Also, many of them continue insisting in being subject for him. He hit me boot, but do not leave me. Okay. Follow me, fornicate. I need money, my children. I am afraid of loneliness. What will others say? Okay. I what? I want to clarify what that if I use the word favorite to be is because there are two ways that express the sexual instinct, copulation. Okay, satisfying the need to or to download with who fault instinctively, or making and building love or feeling that this charge in full of illusions. Okay, Okay. For example, appreciation of the human condition of the couple. Creating love instead is in each coupling, not only for sexual enjoyment, but because the vibrations of the moment for each one are immersed in the emotional as well and physical sensitivity. Okay, first, faith made faith made a bad move to frequent couples that easy ones are now the easy one. Oh, they are not prostitutes because they charge for it. I think so, no? Okay, and it is that AIDS operated to them and made them tremble at time. They are done. So courage that, or use a condom, or risk premature dying, talking one other clues and enters the game of unconditional freedoms for fornicate. Okay, the problem that remains related is because scientists have hide the first some intelligence virus that has already killed of this kind, or this time. The years to 2024, I think so, no? More than 32 million human beings are there and are infected more than 42 million. Contagion 10 men and woman every minute. Okay. Creepy, no? Creepy, no? It is a consequence that at the rate of the year 210, more than in 90 million people, okay, in sub-Saharan Africa were infected. Unfortunately, the majority will not be aware of their disease, okay, which gives us a worries forecast that will decrease the population of not understanding the human being who or returned to respect to full monogamy, or the next contagious maybe him. Okay, I think so. Okay. Okay, the instinct. This is other human being is as primitive, okay, as when the sweet taste of orgasms first appeared. I do not pretend to be destructive and apocalyptic, waiting for a man to exterminate it because of unbridled pleasure. No, the problem the problem produced being that fail in the annex of satisfaction because we all know, okay, those of us who have used a condom, for example, no, which constitutes a barrier to pleasure total. All town they assure to that the phone is mental, okay. Then for that they make love with a couple. Better we masturbate, and it comes out cheaper. The truth is that sexuality as a couple has the most okay, beautiful of the sensitive satisfactions. Remember that nature. Remember that nature did not invent the condom because it is not natural. Okay? Therefore, it's a contrary to our needs. So, we are prepared to die in a state of the sexual frustration, in control it, until the AIDS disappears of that with a vaccine. Okay, or otherwise we are satisfied with making the best effort to conserve and unique and unrepresented consort. For that we must consider what I should suggest that right away. That way is not be mistake when relating. First, look for a couple that corresponds close to the word of coincidence or compatibilities, even if it is does not remember the most famous and most beautiful artists in the world. Nor does it have an attractive bank account. Second, practice a discipline of which we have not accustomed the fidelity, at least physical, they conserve the sexual organ for a single Hitler person. When you have already the turning with which your partner is most compatible, you are convinced you, or we fit into it and convince you will perform the ACE test, the enzyme immunohistochemistry test. It's a method, okay? And when they are healthy, they will promise mutual respect with the firm decision to be happy despite the problems or difference, and not necessarily marry, okay, or live in the same place, but at if, okay, acquire the mature, okay, the mature responsibility, okay, not too hard and surrender to the total pressure of the company in a convivial conviviality, communicated, sincere, and share it. My appreciate human. My perceptible human, being understand that not everything sex and orgasms, but it is a good start to keep everyone quiet with a simple and bodily expression of calm and pressure, as well as a healthy feeding of their sensitivity. Okay, sensitive, love, understanding, sharing projects of accomplishment or at work, in their activities, taste, pleasure, perspective of life, okay, will occur long as they do not make mistake in selecting the couple that comes close to the appropriate development with the highest dedication to merging into a whole span the difference that, as I say, there will be out. That is where I hope that with it through this book, and I will be able to write okay you a little more and in the best way, okay, so that the selection of your partner is as I insist, okay, appropriate to your needs and okay, the needs of her and or him. Okay, I think so. I seem I seems impossible, but also each case is different. I am managing the simulators that identify if of the providers with a high probability of success to have the human bake at our side that will help us to make life more meaningful. However, especially especially with women, especially with women, we cannot expect miracles even if the observer couple is one. We have the because we more understand that it is likely that his person as a unique thing at its degree or complexity it brings of it closer to our life. For many, For many reasons to most analysts, many times a simple detail that voice that we can attract him and then the need to understand the potential partner and to seek agreements because fundamentally in a dynamic and continuous conquest of making of his. It, it seems also complicated to understand this. So I try to pose them as simple as possible, and with the okay the greatest clarity without attempting to discover the black third. I think so. No, okay. Let me try to explain all the things. I know that many publications work to give you his knowledge, but I also understand that they are very scattered and often the little exposure for the majority because everyone has the right to be happy and be correctly oriented. They are not you. They are not yet practical enough to influence the change of attitudes. Be useful to the ordinary minds of your society in general. It happens. Okay, it happens. At least in Mexico, it's read very extraordinarily little. I repeat, in the great mass of buyers and browse the full magazines or attractives, advertisements and suggestive woman, gossip, rumors, and sensationalism cultivates little. There is no culture of reading that teaches the search for information about history. Technique and literary are published are despite this considerable number of books that few are the readers and assiduous voyeurs of this. Writing, writing it was investigated. Okay, we will discover that there are extraordinary and well-traded tropes and remain in the bookstores, waiting to readers in Corrales in Mexico, as in other countries. It's disastrous. Are we read that have a year of the entire population? However, many faith falls into those sensation I'm sorry sensationality themes. Okay, of this, for example, of or little content that for the morbid say it a lot and teach little. Those who immerse themselves in simple fashion of or those who illustrate of they educate with language not accessible to the cultural level of the population without the clarity to simplicity enough indeed teach and write. Do not substitute a delightful book for television that lacks cultural programs, especially in the open system. I think so, no? The problem is not that is writing as a personal topic interests society, but it's communicating instead of the way in which it and the conduct or means using the produce interest. It is overly complicated to ignite the mood of readers, mainly because you cannot use a medium or powerful as television to deal with and this usually because the absorbing screen of valuable human. Okay, the human time. That was the hub form does not educate, wants to relax, not to think. Also because the means of projection is very expensive, the newspaper is dispensable, but they are good articles and comments that write or teach good journalists. However, it is disposable. The magazine has had a limited space and accepts to some as very interesting. They leave one with a good taste in the mouth for the knowledge project. It is the book that ends up being an ideal means of permanent consultation to make the best decision or your life without being alienated by imagines. Okay, that says produce imagine in the era of Mozart or the 18th century. I think so. No, television existed. Surely Wolfgang would prefer to have to for watching the ticket store and could goodbye sonatas with the enormous work of the absolute genius of the Austrian. I think so, no? I love very to hear Mozart. Or for example of Beethoven, for example, no? has not lost to her, was an attractive man. Taylor Stewart was born in August. August, Leo. We will enjoy a ninth symphony on the adagio of the symphony number one for piano and orchestra. If we are in front of a book, yes, a book, we force ourselves to reflect on its content, its affirmations. If we want to learn from it, we should allow for new alternatives that make our letters reach a more considerable number of readers. Invented mixtures in the media of communications, where we force children to get used to reading signs that have the possibility of doing it, or the seek to motivate the human being to cultivate by researching entirely without fail his brain with fat ads, and to take care of that open navigation internet without announcing that it is a beans not only from farm. A classic book phase first to be edited, financed by the online author, and second to be accepted. Okay, accepted by a known publisher that is interested in it, and that the distribution and state reflects that real impact. I think so. I think so. It's very, very suit for me. It's very neat for me. The impact of the interstate population, which with it is accepted, promote its passive diffusion. Okay, that does not turn out to be a so-called bestseller. They're selling because they are usually bad. But publication that serves wise and modifies behaviors towards the perfection of the human being. How towards this is real, authentic, and a straightforward happiness. I have tried to many years of the field research that make concepts throughout zodiacal physics, personalities that contains this book, my book. Okay, in Spanish, of course, no, okay, are in impact of the interest, especially of women to know that character and that of others. We will then be dreaming of be the like satisfying try to self possibility and with the possibility what it will be a source of support to continue with our literative task on essential issues of social interest without the need to it is that we are a potential Nobel Prize. Also, we should try. Oh no! Otherwise, we can lose. We can lose in a drag in dark days of some bureaucratic dependence or of scribes in weekly lampoons. To all this, and not to desviate too so much from the fundamental thing. I told them that the objective of my study of the sign of the zodiac is that when comparing their activity and their particular way of being, I hope that is coincidence with what mentioned in the content of this site in particular. However, the result of my research that tell me that is lead the majority accept to identify themselves in 70% at least with the similar zodiacal personality, and a substantial number assures me that who distinguishes themselves in a 19% of the total that give me the centrally that what I wrote has not been invented, but is the product of scientific work, observation, and analysis of astrological and psychological science. The idea, the idea is that knowing each other better than getting to know people. We will achieve a better coexistence and healthy relationships. I know that. Okay, relationship, no? I think so. In the family of with couple, what I will to tell you later is not therefore a literary adventure because I would not dare to say to you nonsense that would not really help you. But you will need to make a renaissance effort. Nothing complicated, okay? To compare. Select and even think about the data and descriptions of each science. How to avoid conflicts with the human being, surround them and give each one the social managements. That's it. Not to know that benefits they will take with it. Okay, the economic or in the control of emotions, nor use your weakness to manipulate them. I hope you think that the path to emotional maturity and the achievement of a sanitation will not depend, okay, on the dishonest management to one's own emotions. I would be excruciating for me to imagine that so of you. Instead of making effective use to this letter for your happiness and that you and that of your partner, of course, family or friends, okay? Use them to make those who are susceptible to it cry because of their mental condition. I think so. My really in Spanish, of course, no. I giving idea to those who suffer from emotional illness. What happiness is not. I cannot guess the somewhere there is a human being who can be to live and tries to have an innocence. Of course, I have not to collaborate on it. Of all, I trust that they will be prudent and will bring to be benefits of knowledge to improve integrity and can share more that the snatch. I hope, I hope that my conclusions will help them to improve their working relation with the whole society and that they learn, okay, to have trained them as they expected to their parents, uncles, or brothers, for example. So, so that their daily coexistence is balanced and without conflicts with their children so that they understand them better and that them as to being addressed they wish it to wish to because even small one already show the typical characteristics of their sign. It's still also immature and of course so that the current partner if the flag is compatible with you or approach the appropriate change your attitudes and correspond to okay the good the percentage okay per, percentage okay of your honest needs to rescue the relationships that may well be shipwrecked. Okay, I don't say, but shipwrecked. Okay, okay, or also change as soon a Zodiac couple because I will change then the open option that have to achieve a good understanding ending with that of the end of their love separated by the incompatibility or characters nothing. It is psychological incompatibility at attitudes towards life or different zodiacal signs. The way in which I will present that interpretation of the signs is by managing the information of the attitudes. Do not worry of somehow they do not concise in some respect because of they are the present. As I as saying the funds that kept somewhere in the brand because they consider it's more comfortable to escape from the problems or weaknesses that face their solution or already have the reconciliation. In big caves, the hands by in the thread of memories. Okay, this means that they find words like fear, disorder, nervousness, arrogance, egotism, vulnerable, anguish, aggressive. Okay, etc. Okay, and you don't feel that are considered this board inside. They must have is slowly and understand that the these attitudes are or can be harmful. This means that they are in an impediment to achieve healthy relationship in any coexistence or ideally, for example, no? Of those attitudes or predictions, emotional assumptions must be reconciled with the help of psychologists so that we can start healthily the path the path of our considering human encounters. I hope I hope that after the long introduction I make to you to let you know your points or view regarding your human condition, okay, and your relationship with others. I could grant you better to understand the meaning of this book. Now I ask I ask for your patience so that you soon they will penetrate the stranger. Okay, the stranger with word, but with outsetting of the content of the science of the Zodiac. You were with. Okay, after they go to decide to correspond to them as a woman or as a man, learn it, like accepted, digested the content of this. Investigate, investigate in the poster to compare those that they like or like, as well are those that are negative or contradictory. In my research, some little lady that told me to live happily with their partner to many years and were incompatible according to my theory. Okay, what happens in this case is that they agree for these years to cope and compensate with their children. The satisfaction as a good sexual relationship, economic equilibrium, and other mutual benefits that did not care about they difference. Okay, they considered that have been tolerant or they're merely adapted is not adequate, but it is work in some instances. Insulated, however, they will happy. No, they will always be the risk that one day the internal sweet honeymoon and because the psychological incompatibilities will leave dormant in the relationships. I assure you, but they want to find to answer or how to improve the relationship with their parents. For example, if it is their father, they should, okay, the correspondent that refers to the man in the place. You will find what your father is like if you do not know him yet. How to will find what your father is like. If you do not know him yet, how to be treated he showed, or whether they help him to avoid coming into conflict with you now. Okay, if despite your attitude to pleasure him to does not find ready to reconcile your contrary position towards you, or you will be satisfied to live in the prison of your own need to continue maintain it or maintain it by what I suggest you hurry to study, work, or because independent to end your order forcibly change your dad or you take refuge in the understanding of or the kind uncle. Okay, I try, I try to do all the things to explain you the very when I think. Okay, I know a church teacher or an excellent religious counselor. Do not take your partner as a partner substitute. If you are a woman, because it is a great mistake that will constitute tears and a laughter of repentance, uh, your partner will stop being a couple. Nothing will be happening in that type of escape. If what you want is to improve your relationship with the mother is the same as the father. What happens is that in the case is that if you are a woman, does does, uh, does not try to compete with her, and if you are a man, do not see her as an incompatibility either. Your partner, if you have it, what you must understand is that your wife will not look like your mother. Okay, just that they are of the same sign. They will have similar predispositions. Well, okay. The important thing is that you do not want to provide to prolong the figure and content of your mother in the personality of your current wife. I must tell you, Lico, you boy, that you must forget. If you have not done then your wedding inclination, okay, relative to the Oedipus complex, is clear war to the male fall in love with his mother, no. But it's his childhood stage is not in the adult. Concentrates on seeing a woman to which you can make love without thinking about ideations or delicate pro, 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 prolongations. Okay, so I tell you of your siblings, my heatly human being, because if you still live with them and have some altercation or fraternal conflicts, it is better to know them in their intimate disposition, so that then you don't make you lie impossible and obtains better results in your necessary coexistence with them. Why you don't complicate your life? No. They are your brother. They have your blood. Okay? Or you love them as I were. I sometimes happens. Like when they love their children as they were ours, because of what mothers say, son of my daughter. Son of my daughter. Okay. My grandson will be son of my son, will you know? Do not forget that your brothers can be the best and most reliable base of your existence. It does not matter if they are half brothers, for example. Okay, they have your genetics. Okay, the genetics. If you raise the condition of law, what you respect of you, including your partner, regarding the sign of your love affair, whoever you are living with not with some years of marriage or in free union, it will be useful to know of no. You better to find out that you may have made a mistake signs to the first closing, okay, of your eyes, what he did to you, and then you settle, okay, into a stable relationship to lavish some children an intense hatch watch. Okay, that's hatch fugitive lovers and a necessary divorce. Okay, at the end, or forced abandonment by soul or your wife usually occurs in man because of his high sense the irresponsibility. Also, the woman also know how to flip from commitments due to the face. The men have to not be lifted and rest. With all due respect, they understand what the communion is about between the baby's mouth and their nipples. Okay, mother. Happens that many have extraordinary and little shame. So I think so. Shame. We are going to practice to place ourselves in your love relationship that lost the head and the flavor and your spent of jumping from bed to bed, grasshopper, with some other consort. Maiden, or occasional being bigger, knowing that where your current relationship only some attitude adjustment and missing, cues and kissing therapy, willingness to change to the good of both or a couple, and for the family they form it. Okay, that is if there is sign of sympathy or conversion conceit, or in a simple words, that they are the one of the other. But sexually are instead to exploiting their quality in sees represented now show to show the dark parts of their beautiful human conception. I do not understand why they waste the excellent opportunity to be happy together. It is not easy to give without pride and get used to the same soap and always, for some reason, we feel what we feel when we meet her. They must then face their reality, and if they intend to fall into a total failure or dissatisfaction having at hand and the possibility, for example, the recovery. They will resign the product of their policy, o sea, a life for the state back and end overwhelmed my inconsistency. I assure you that here is not to case that tomorrow will be another day. What they finished relating to the handling of the information of the science that I described to them and experience they first finding out is my explanation of the attitude of each one conceit and another, and after happening they are already ready. We can think that they are prepared to face is quite particular change in their people and promote this in others. I must, I must insist, friend, okay, my friend. From now on, that no matter that many attempts you make to change the human being from a single that incompatible with you, what you will achieve in the delay your associates visit with a couple or individual with whom will coexist. Okay, because the only thing you will achieve is not conclude that the broth was more expensive to that meatballs. The same thing is that the consequences of an error are more severe. Okay, okay, that the error itself will the people with whom never you will fully understand, but with whom you can reconcile the difference. If you insist on forced change, you will end your relationship with violence. Okay. I tell you to agree on the incompatibles when do not have anyway. Out of that hole you got into, but you can abide by them or change your relationship with them to a pure larger of the couch of respect to the social communications live. The better for you. Better along, the badly accompanied. If the case is severe and there is nowhere to go, or age does not allow you to still reach to the time thinking that you are still young and conquer or conquerors of great feats of love. Here's a prefer to Seattle for the best. O sea, that thing that is by your side that tools for peers to elm or needle or a high stack because you can stay alone or alone. I invite you to immerse yourself in the sea of knowledge so that without needing created effort, you can embrace and fresh or air or reality to solve that you can make it of it a rich ocean or in richer review of your human qualities. I think so. The qualities and how that you can give a better meaning to your life and change your direction. Not only your attitude, but also your disposition to feel you with joys and provide you with happiness, not with the evil vein and with those who they so they can sign with hardly observe you with rejection or easily offended you learn or the personalities of the zodiac are better, the guessing as they are. Do not forget that what I mentioned will not change with time or time. Human reactions are originally learned and not modifiable with a government or a fashion or climate change or the presence of a way or station on species has to be perfect. Okay, I understand it. When I took shape and content 30,000 years ago, nothing changed. It's transformed everything I have for the good and for the good of the human being, or in happening with the flora and fauna that surrounds house. Surrounds house. Friend to be human. Do not discard my knowledge because they will serve you it. If I reject that or they more you, it is your problem to continue being equally dissatisfied or unhappy. Okay, without happiness. Okay, for me, you know that I am not inside yourselves and that you anguish and suffering hard to you not me. But if you're experiencing something like that is saddens me to now understand. You have the formula to solve. It is taken to the decision to improve yourself or going with someone to help you solve it. Do not be afraid to consult a psychologist. You need it. Imagine it. Psychologist, psychologists, if okay, you need imagine it. If it weren't about the pain and happiness to everyone, I would not be happy. Okay, with my personal life. Okay, and sadly, but if it could that with the opportunity to improve yourself and try to improve your existence. Do not eat. Make an effort and improving it. I would like, of course, to have possibility to help us, to help you. With the book, I give you a hand to get a hand. Remembers everyone. My analysis of the zodiacal personality. I did not take them out of the sleep, nor did I write them in the bathroom, okay? Or they are part of a commercial electric, let alone let us to courtesy, they are scientifically proven knowledge. I already told you, I am not a charlatan. I'm not a charlatan. I think so. Okay. I see you my truth. Okay. All the time I try to say you my truth. In my book, in the Zodiac and his relationship. I try, please. I try to say my knowledge to you very clearly, to with my health for you. Okay, let's go to the next chapter 6. Okay, and say I am sorry, and thank you very much. Thank you to hear me, okay? Because I'm Mexican, okay? I Spanish all the time. I Spanish. I speak Spanish, okay? Okay, I try to give you something to change your life, okay? Okay, let's go. Let's go to the next the chapter, okay? Be good, be good.